friends, welcome back. Today I have a question about your cookie sheets. Do they look a little similar to this? A lot of baked on grease. Well, today that's what we're going to be tackling. We're going to try to remove the grease from your baking sheets, your pans, or your glassware using a method I found online on another blog post that I thought was really interesting. So let's get started. Okay, so this is what you're going to need to make the solution to clean the grease off the pans. You're going to need hydrogen peroxide, and that's going to be 1/4 cup of hydrogen peroxide. You're going to need a 1/2 cup of baking soda and a dish detergent. I'm using Dawn again, and that is a 1/4 cup of dish detergent. So the first thing you're going to do is go ahead and get an old bowl and just add the dish detergent first. Then we're going to go ahead and add the baking soda. And then we're going to go ahead and add a 1/4 cup of the hydrogen peroxide. And then we're going to mix that together. So you just want to mix the solution together to form a paste. Okay, so I wanted to give you a close-up of what the pan looks like before. It's not really that bad. I was trying to find one that I really had a lot of grease stains on. This was probably, these are fairly new, so if I could find a really old one, we'll try that one too. But so you can see some grease areas, especially along the sides, and that's what we're going to target today with the solution. Next, we want to go ahead and apply the paste to the pan or the cookie sheet, completely covering the baked on grease. Okay, here is another pan, and I'm going to give this one a try as well because this one has a little bit more than the other one that I was showing you guys. Okay, so we're going to go ahead, let this sit for about 2 to 3 hours, and then we'll come back and we'll wipe it off with either a magic eraser or a clean cloth, and then we'll see how this works, if this helps remove the grease. Okay, it's been about a few hours, so I'm going to go ahead and try to remove the paste and the grease first with a magic eraser. So let's see how this comes out. Okay, I haven't rinsed it yet. I would say at first look, I wouldn't say that it was a complete success, but I do think it definitely is lighter. There are some of these spots here, that the grease did not lift, but I do notice on along the edges, they definitely lifted more, a little bit more. Where I do notice is the inside of this here sheet. It does look like it definitely lifted a lot off the side. So what I'm going to do is still work a little bit more on this one, and then I'm going to rinse it and I'll show you what it looks like. And here it is all dried off. Now, I definitely would say it did not 100%, lift all the grease marks, but I do think it made a little bit of a difference, more so in the sides of the pans, which I think for this smaller sheet that I was using, it definitely had more grease along the side. So it worked okay. I'm going to go ahead and start rinsing off or wiping away the paste on the larger cookie sheet, and let's see how that one does. All right. This is just before, obviously, rinsing it off. But this one was definitely had more grease stains, especially along the sides here. I think it did definitely help lift them a little bit, but again, it wasn't 100%, and I don't necessarily think that this cleaning method is to 100% take the grease off. At least that's not my impression, but it definitely did help. So let me go ahead and rinse this off, and I'll show you this one, what it looks like dried. Okay, it's been rinsed and dried off, and it did lift some of the grease spots. I would say, obviously, we still got some grease spots here in the corner, but it definitely, I know along this area, it was a little more lifted. It looks a little bit more brighter to me, definitely not as bad as it was. Okay, my friends. So, do I think this method works? I think it does, as long as your pans are not heavily greased. I do think it helped a little bit. You can see definitely, the areas of the baked on grease is definitely lightened up. But would I use this as a way of cleaning my pans? For me, probably just, maybe spot cleaning occasionally. But I find that with these cookie sheets, no matter what brand I buy, I'm always replacing them. But I just thought I would give this a try and see if it helped at all. So I hope that you've enjoyed today's video, and let me know if you're going to try this method. I'd love to know. And if it worked for your cookie sheets. And you can also use this on glassware. I don't know if I mentioned that earlier, but I may try that on some of my glass pans as well, and I'll let you know how it works. So that is it, my friends. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you've enjoyed today's video. If you have, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. I appreciate you being here, spending time with me, and I'll see you next week. Thank you for watching.